trader Steve Gans here, still wearing my funky glasses to help my eyes out on the screen. So I wanted to do a quick comparison of the PayPal position that I had done a while back. As you may recall, back on June 13th, I entered a specific naked put basically on PayPal. And that position worked out very well. PayPal moved up nicely from the time I put that on. And that position is currently at about $123 in profit out of a maximum profit potential of $130.50. So if I had this actual trade on, I would go ahead and close my position. There's not that much left to be gained. I can pick up an additional $7 if I let this thing go to expiration, which is July 18th. So I'd have this thing open another 11 days and to pick up $7.50. Doesn't make any sense to me. I'd rather take the risk off the table, reposition the trade. I could potentially then come up, if I felt like it, and sell a new put, maybe at a higher level up here. Maybe I sell a new put at 75 or something along those lines. So that's one possibility. And again, just wanted to mention that I would probably be personally closing this trade at this stage of the game. But as you may remember, I did a second video where I did what I called juice this trade. And what I mean by that is I came in as PayPal had moved up quite a bit when PayPal was in around this, 73, 74 range. I sold a call spread. Now, selling that call spread brought in some additional premium into the trade. It gave me my max profit potential of 185 instead of the 130 that I had on just the naked put. But it also added risk to the upside of this trade. So I added risk up there, meaning that if I get up above that 76 very much, or if I blow through this entire spread, I'm going to end up with a very small potential loss. So now that this position is getting pressured, that call spread is getting pressured, what might I consider doing on this? Well, one is I could just go ahead, close out this trade for my $80 or $82 in profit, knowing that, I wasn't quite as profitable as I would have been if I had not done the call spread. The other thing I could potentially do here is I could close out this 67.50 put, because right now that's not going to be worth a great deal. My cost basis on that, I sold that for $1.31. It's currently only worth 6 cents. So I could buy that back for 6 cents. And if I bought that back for 6 cents, I could then go ahead and maybe sell a new one higher up here somewhere. Let me just see what that looks like. If I add in a new put, and maybe I put that new put up here, somewhere around 72.5, maybe even 75, I'd be able to pick up another 40 cents or so. I'm not going to do that in this particular case because there's not a great deal of additional time left on this trade. So I would either choose to close it out right here, capture my $84, or if I think that we might be getting a pullback in the market or a pullback in PayPal, I may leave this in place, looking for this to get back around that $76. If it does, then I'll end up with a max profit of 185. But I have to understand that I am taking a risk here right now as to whether our market's going to go up or down on this. So if I'm okay with that risk, in my case, I am, I'm not going to touch the trade here. But I wanted to share some different possibilities that existed when you have on a trade that you might want to consider adjusting or closing. So hopefully you found this to be of use. Please give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe if you like the way that this gets explained and if this gives you some thoughts and ideas about managing your own potential positions going forward. Take care, everyone.